Installing a moisture probe onto the µMetos DTU. Again, our unit with the lid removed. This is the socket for your moisture probe, and if it's difficult to see, I might have to pull the board out. It says there STI 12, so that's this one here. Underneath, you've obviously got an array of sockets to put one of these in. I would just use this one because it's directly underneath, and also I would leave this one because the socket underneath the probe, which is this one right down here, will be used for your auto drain ECPH interface module. So flat bladed screwdriver like before, take the cap out, keep the cap. We'll probably use the washer. Take your probe lead, so the probe lead with the 3 wires comes connected to one of these. This is the tail. So this part you can generally leave on the DTU, and if you need to replace the probe, you just get the other end of this cable. Joining them up obviously is, you can only go one way, and obviously put the caps together to stop moisture, making sure it's got the gland on with the cap and the washer, which we've just taken off the thingy. Feed the cables through the bottom. Again, don't attach the gland yet. Now this one's a little bit tricky because it's quite close, obviously, because of the external cable. This is where lifting the circuit board up slightly will benefit. You may have to pull it out of the runners slightly, but you've got to be careful not to damage the board. So it goes red, white, green. Red power. It actually says underneath, not sure if you can see that there, it does actually say power and then DT and then GN for ground. So red, so obviously you'll see now it's a slightly smaller area than the ATS22. And then the white. And then the green for ground. Put the circuit board back down in its grooves if it isn't already. Close the gland into the bottom. If you struggle with the length of the cable, it might be worth just cutting this plastic shield back a bit, just so you got a bit more room. As you saw, it was a little bit difficult for me to get in there. And then pull that. I normally move this cable over slightly, sort of, so it kind of fits that side of there. Because if you do at a later date put the ECPH interface on, you need access to this piece here. And then obviously push up the access slightly to about there, and lock off the nut on the bottom. And then that is the installation of the moisture probe into the µMetos.